Yes, good afternoon. This is Spirit Journey, and I'm still setting up, so I'll be with you in a moment. Just checking to make sure that this stream is going well. See. See. Let me just turn off the fan. Good afternoon, good afternoon. This is Spirit Journey, and today is February 10th, 2019, and the time is 3:01 p.m. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. I see we have someone in the chat room, and I invite you to type something in the chat room so I could officially give you a hello back. Yes. And as you see with let me know if the sound, because I'm a little distance away from the camera, and so I have to remember to try to speak very clearly. You know, I'm going to move the mic. Let me see here. Okay. Just moving the mic here. Just want everything, I want to be heard. And so, yeah. Maybe I should just hold on my lap then. Okay, so how's this? How's the sound? Is it okay? Okay. Well, again, good afternoon. This is Spirit Journey. And today, I checked my mailbox and I got a response letter from President Donald J. Trump. It came in a very nice envelope. I made sure I opened it very carefully. Oh, let me cover my address. Let's see. Up. Everything is backwards. All right. Okay. Oh, you can't see. Wait a minute. Let me just try this. Let's see. Okay. Okay, and it's sent February 5th of this year, okay? So I was just covering up my I'm just covering up my address. Oops. Sorry about that. It should clear up. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Let me just fix that. Come on. I'll try to fix this. I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix the focus. I was just trying to show the letter. Okay, that's better. Okay, I apologize for that. Okay, it has to acclimate. Yeah, so it should be okay by now. Yeah. So I'll wait till it clears up on the screen on my computer. Okay. Yeah, there is a time delay. Oops. Just fix that. Okay. Yeah, I apologize for that. What I'm going to do, let's see. Okay. Yeah, what I'm going to do right now, let me show you the letter. Okay. This is the letter. I don't want to get too close. Boy, how to do this? How to do this? Brother, let me. Okay, I don't want to lose the focus. So what I'll do, I'm going to put it on a shorter lens and see what happens. Okay. Oops. Okay. And the letter. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So I hope you can see something there. Okay. So let me put it back the other focus. Oh, this is something else, trying to navigate. Okay, I see that we have 3 watching right now. Yes, welcome, welcome. I'm just about to read the letter that I got from President Trump. And I invite you all who are watching now to say hello in the chat room, so I could say hello back. And let me know if there's a problem with audio or anything else. Okay. So, yes, good afternoon. I'm going to read the letter that I got. I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to read the letter that I got from the White House that's dated January 29th, 2019. And I just opened it about 15 minutes ago. And I'm excited about it. Yes, I know that many of you who may watch my channel are not fans of the current president. President Trump is very controversial. Yes, I agree, he's very controversial, but he is our president. And last year, about in July, I wrote him a 4-page type letter. I was very stressed out when I wrote the letter. I will be reading my letter, but my letter was about was about the plight of veterans as a whole, and also black veterans and the general black American population here in the United States of America. I tapped out in detail my concerns, and I think I even gave some solutions. But so I didn't remember the details. I was just skimming through the letter just a moment ago. I made a copy of the letter, of course, and put it in my file, and then I just started skimming through it. But yes, I wrote a letter to him because I felt that things needed to be done, and he is our leader, and I believe that who's in office make the best out of any situation, and let them know. I was afraid also to type up to mail the letter. I mailed the letter certified return receipt, and I think, oh my goodness, I must be crazy to do that. Oh, they might do something bad to me. They'll know where I live. They'll know my name, and blah 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 blah. But again, I feel that if you present yourself open and sending something certified return receipt, then it's not like I'm trying to cover my identity. I feel, in our community, there's a lot of people who aren't straightforward and pretend to be something that they're not. And I say, I don't want to be that. I want to present myself openly to people and wish for the best and hope for a response. And I got my response today. And so I will begin with the letter that I got from him. Okay, he gives my name and, the state I'm from. It says, thank you for your letter and suggestions. The men and women of our armed forces inspire Melania and me each day. Our freedom was won through the dedication, commitment, and sacrifice of service members like you. The challenges we face as a nation are great. By working together, however, we will keep America safe and strong, and we will set the course of our country and the world for the future. Again, thank you for your service and thoughtful suggestions. May God bless America, and may He continue to bless you and your family. With very best wishes. Okay, Donald J. Trump. Okay, I'm excited about the letter. It's a general letter. It doesn't go into specifics of what I wrote about. And I guess it's being tactful. And again, the letter that I sent to him, again, never worked in any executive office or anything like that. I'm just a regular YouTuber. I am a veteran of the United States Navy. And I'm service-connected disabled from the Navy. And yeah, and this is the, when I do have a secretarial background, so I know about how to type and everything. Okay, so this is like the certified return receipt that's stapled to the correspondence I sent him, and it's a 4-page letter that I sent out. And it was received, let's see, it was received on July 24th, 2018. And it says NEOB mail operations. Also, they received that the same date. So I guess that's their checkpoint when they receive correspondence. Okay. Let's see here. This is like the first. I'm just covering my address. This is like the first page. Okay. Yeah. So that's the first page. Okay. So I'm going to read this letter. Again, I wrote the letter dated July 17, 2018. Okay. So it's a while ago, and the regarding, what the letter is about. I wrote regarding Black/African American veterans crisis and its communities. Then I write, Dear President Trump, I wish you peace, blessings, and protection to you and your entire family. Your term in the presidency was a great joy to me when you won about 1.5 years ago. You are the first president that I eagerly waited to enter office and that I did vote for you. I thank you for your administration, and I see that it will be a very big job ahead of you, and there is no perfect man. But I think you will be perfect for this job in current times. I love my country, and may the Creator continue to bless and protect America. Next paragraph. Yeah, please let me know if you can hear me. Okay, I have other viewers. Yes, and I invite you, viewers of this live stream, my personal letter that I sent to Donald Trump. And again, I sent it personal and confidential, eyes only. Yeah, I forgot to mention that part. Yeah, because I was afraid. And again, I don't know who, you assume that if it's going to a place like that, he has his controls also. Because again, his line of work, you want to make sure that things that are sent to him are safe, but that's how I did send it, because I didn't want the whole world to see it before he did. But because now that he received the letter, now I feel more comfortable to share what I wrote to the general population, to my fellow New Yorkers, my fellow Americans, my fellow veterans, and active members of the military. Okay. Yeah. So I'll continue. I am a Black female veteran of the United States Navy, and I'm 100% service-connected disabled. Even though outwardly I look okay, but inside I struggle for personal dignity and the dignity for my other vets and servicemen and servicewomen and the Black community as a whole. I am writing you today to share with you my growing concerns and the vets and their loved ones here in New York City, where I live, and the entire country of America. Recently, I went to a family event, and there I met a 72-year-old black male veteran who served in combat in Vietnam for 2 years. Like me and him, even though I did not serve during war/conflict, we both were discharged the same way. No buffer between military service to civilian life. The results oftentimes are the lack to integrate well into civilian life, which translates into homelessness, poverty, and substance abuse. Okay, I never did substance abuse, but everything else I did suffer from. The older vet was drinking heavily and was sharing his inner pain to me. He said angrily that he was a killer and did not receive any help when he left the military. If you could have only seen his eyes when he said that to me, that he was a killer in the military. I hoped for his deliverance, and I wanted to cry for him. Okay, that's page 1. Yeah, I hope you can hear, guys. Yeah, please let me know what your feedback as I read it. Okay. Moreover, I saw earlier today a group of middle-aged black men walking eastward, and I said to myself that I bet that these men reside at the Good Samaritan housing facility for homeless drug-addicted vets, and I was right. I didn't want to be right, and I wanted the racial profiling I done here to be proven wrong. The statistics would probably show that in that part of town, the middle-aged black men are probably homeless and drug addicted. The more I see in New York City, the more pain I see with this demographic. These black men are walking out of their minds and are walking aimlessly. This should not be. These men have been living in America for many, many generations, while others from other countries can come in and turn their noses at these blacks, and they can find jobs and housing, but not many of us. I am appalled at this. I even see a growing number of black women living on the streets, and they are looking more and more deranged. Why is this? I ask myself. I know that everyone's experiences are not the same, but I believe that something sinister could be at play here, and I will explain this to you in more details. When I was in boot camp, there was a young black woman enlistee from New York City who was selected to lead our company. We all had to get shots, meaning like needles. And being that she was the first on the line in our company, she was the first to get the shots. Moments after she got the shots, she started to display bizarre reactions. Glassy eyes, drunk-like behavior, and giggling. She was immediately replaced by a white female from our group. Prior to getting the shots, this young black woman was excellent in her guiding our company. She was not given a second chance, yet many of the officials during 9/11 were given undeserved chances and promotions. You get that? On another occasion, when I was in A school, I was to lead my classmates since I was the highest in rank. I was instructed to lead them out and back during our 15-minute break. I did so for weeks with no incident or infractions of any kind. One of my instructors told me that when there is 5 minutes to go for our next break, to interrupt and advise him of the approaching break. When it was time for me to do this, and I told him the time, he yelled at me and told me not to interrupt him while he was talking. Then, I think it was the next day, that I was told that the military made a mistake of my rank among my classmates, and that another student was senior to me and would be replacing me to lead the classmates when we were to take our breaks. So do you understand what I'm saying? Because of that so-called infringement on this guy, this senior to me, he took away my position and gives it over to a young white guy who was not senior to me. He was a subordinate to me, but gave him the position. Okay. The person they replaced me with was a white male who was much younger than me. I was made to feel lowly. I knew in my heart that what they told me was a lie. And I learned later on by one of my chiefs that my hunch was correct. The instructor told the chief that they should replace me because I do not have confidence. No. It was the instructor who wanted to remove any confidence I have because of his own insecurities against me. I can go on with many other incidents that happened to me while in the military, but I will not. The point of my sharing these incidences are that by nature I am a very easygoing woman and used to serving others, unlike my male counterpart in general. My male counterpart, when I served in the 1980s, were directed to lower status positions, and when they got out of the military, they were not encouraged to excel in life and to perish, in my opinion. Yes, hello viewer. Welcome. You can sign to say hello in the chat if you like, and I will continue on reading my personal letter to President Donald J. Trump. I would like for you, President Trump, to implement an aggressive campaign to stop the plight, especially against the Black/African American veterans and service people. I meant active service people. I strongly advise that a few weeks prior to exiting the military, at minimum, be given to service people to counsel them about housing, job options, and therapy to ease the transitional shock of becoming a civilian. This is especially critical when service people were in combat. To not give this detailed attention to combat service people are, in my opinion, negligible and criminal against the vet and our civilian population. These vets, who may have developed PTSD, become antisocial and dangerous to themselves and others, and become a liability to all. I would also like for the black veterans to get vouchers that would enable them to buy nutritional foods, hot and cold, in their communities when they come home from the military. Free public transportation vouchers so that they can go on job interviews and not feel limited what and where they can look for employment. If the black vets do not have job skills that is in demand in their communities, then there should be free vocational college vocational/college/university and tutors for them to become employable. They are entitled to clean, modern, and safe dwellings to live in immediately when they enter civilian life. This will add dignity and a sense of manhood and womanhood to this population, to thereby be able to continue to contribute to their communities and their country as a whole. Vouchers for any licensed medical and mental health practitioners, whether traditional or alternative medicine, for the vets and their dependents. There is also another serious problem that is happening to people in America. It is called targeted individuals, TI. I believe that many blacks/African Americans are being targeted via vaccines and electromagnetic frequencies, EMF. If you go into any poor black/African American urban centers, you will notice similar patterns of behavior, such as physical, sexual aggression upon. Yes, I hope you can hear. To their families and neighbors, substance abuse, truancy, and poor reading/math skills, and concentration problems among the youth. Why is this? Well, I had experienced an event. Okay, next paragraph. Well, I had experienced an event that happened to me and a relative about 2 months ago. We had finished eating a meal and were about to leave shortly when something energetically hit me in my head and chest that caused me to feel suddenly weak, weird thoughts, confusion, anxiety, and rapid heart rate. It caused mental confusion with the other person simultaneously to my event. I do not do drugs, nor do I drink any alcohol or caffeine of any kind during this meal. I left to go to the hospital where they took urine and blood samples and checked my vitals, and all were negative. There was no drugs or anything in my system. When my heart rate regulated, I was released and went home. That evening, I developed tinnitus, and that following morning, I had diarrhea, which lasted for 1 month And again, my doctors found nothing wrong with the labs which caused these symptoms in me. I'm sorry, nothing wrong with the labs which caused these symptoms in me. I believe that I was hit with something, whether by design or accident, and it caused me harm. I would like President Trump, if you can protect us from these tools of aggression that are being used, I think, on our population. This is a war of terrorism being done against us citizens. Please take decisive acts to stamp out this evil that is being done upon us, that is preventing us the inalienable rights of livelihood and community. This country is my place of birth, and I love my country and want to stay here in peace and safety. I believe that if these issues are resolved in a timely manner, that not only will America be great again, but that it will be made excellent too. Excellent too for all its citizens and legal residences to enjoy. I hope that you receive this letter, and I would love the opportunity to meet with you in person to discuss this and other issues that are on my heart. I thank you, President Trump, for your help and to help the black vets and the general black community of America who love you. God bless you, and God bless America, my home, sweet home. Sincerely, I give my name, my full name, my home, and cell number. Yeah, I wasn't trying to hide my identity. I wanted him to know, and all who would be getting access to my letter from him, I want them to know who I am. I'm not a terrorist. I am a loyalist to my country and to all vets and all active service personnel. I love all Americans. I love all its visitors that come here, all legal residences. I love the vacationers. I love diversity. I love variety. But these things are happening to our community, the black community that I'm a part of. And I am so stressed out. At the time when I wrote this letter, I was really stressed because I had met some service people, and the guy's an alcoholic. He had a lot of anger and hostility, and he was getting aggressive with me, and it was a nice social event that I was at where he was. But yet he couldn't really fully enjoy himself because of the pain. And he called himself a murderer. No, excuse me, a killer, he said. He said he was a killer. And he didn't like that. And then I lived near a facility that have homeless veterans, and the mass majority of these people are black men. And no, they're not Native American Indians. They're not Moors. They're not Hebrew Israelites. These are black people. And anywhere where these individuals will go, they will be classified as black people. And to some and many Americans as predators. And this is how you treat fellow service people. But yet you let all these foreigners in. Nothing wrong of being a foreigner, but you let new people here, and many of them get more senior jobs, and you overlook the people who are born here, people who are vested here in this country, who've proven over and over and over again our loyalty to this nation. And what's happening is that we're getting a slap in the face. No one wants to be black anymore. Everybody wants to be something else. Or they say, oh, don't call me black. I'm Latino or Latina or Hispanic. No one wants to be black. But everybody loves the hard work that we do for our nation, for the community at large. Everyone benefits from the Civil Rights Acts. These people of the 1950s and 60s and 30s and 40s who fought in the wars. And we're not given any restitution, no reparations. That's supposed to be a bad word in the community. That Honduras use the word reparations. You don't forgive us. You don't forgive what America did. It's not about forgiveness. It's about reparations. Reparations means to repair, to restore into its pristine condition, and some. You have other people, other nations who have and are still getting their reparations. So why are we not being given reparations or the respect that we deserve? If any of you were treated the same way, you too would walk around the way that you see many of us walk around, with our pants sagging down, with the drugs and all that. And a lot of those elements, the drug element, it's not something that we initiated. It's what is being brought in by people who benefit off of our hard work. So I share this letter to you, to all you YouTubers out there. I took my time in typing this letter, and I wanted it to be thorough, a very good one. And again, I share about the conditions of my personal experience being in the military. I just mentioned a few things in the military, and then I mentioned about some of the conditions of veterans when they come home, their social position and their plight. And then I talk about what's called the TIs, targeted individuals, that not just whites, but I think black people also are being targeted, but in different ways. I share about my personal experience when I was just relaxing, having a meal, and I was just about to leave, and that phenomenon happened to me, and to a lesser extent, the person that I was sitting with. So I'm saying that these things are not by accident, and I think these events are socially crafted by the powers that be. And so I said to myself, he may not know. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, President Trump, the benefit of the doubt. I'm letting him know what happened to me, what's going on around in my community, and so that he knows. And I also felt that at some point that if he does get it and responds, that maybe it would add some protection over me, over my household. If no one knows and these evil things continue on, then you're more easier prey. You hear what I'm saying? So I'm encouraging you, black people, or what you want to call yourself today, to write a letter. Type it out, mail it, certified return receipt, so that at least you know that it's being signed for, and wait for a response. I forgot I even sent it. I mean, I kind of knew that. I said, yeah, didn't I write that letter? I didn't realize it was that long ago that I sent it, in last year in July 2018, when I sent it. And I'm happy that, see right there. Yeah, I'm happy that I sent it. Okay? I'm happy that I sent it. Yes, it makes me feel more validated. Yes, I do. I feel good. I feel good that someone heard my cry. I've been crying all my life, wanting to be heard. And I've had, growing up, when I shared my pain with someone, and they didn't care. And they just said, "Oh, well, you didn't speak loud enough." I was amazed. And it was a family member. And some of the other stuff. And here, a stranger, who he never met me, I'd never met him, yet he proved to me that he showed some sign of caring. He didn't say, "I didn't hear you." He heard me, and he had someone type of a letter. Whether it's a form letter, whatever, he still responded. There's some people who don't even do half as that much. He's a busy man. He didn't have to. He had all that drama that was going on late last year. But he responded. So he has my respect, my continued respect. Again, he's not a perfect man, and I'm not a perfect woman. But I feel that if you, in love, let some of your leaders know what's going on and document it. See, I wanted to document. Sorry. I wanted to document my claims. You have to document. And then send it to the correct people. And pray. I think I did pray. And again, I was scared. I was petrified when I mailed it. And you know what else I did a couple of weeks ago? And I did get all the certified return receipt slips back in the mail, all 3 of them. I put in a FOIA request. That's the Freedom of Information Act request, where you could contact, you do in writing or sometimes over the internet, a request for particular information from government agencies, and hopefully they send you back the data that you're looking for. Yeah, I'm trying to find out more about myself. I feel that like the incident that happened to me at the restaurant, that things happen to me all my life. I feel in some form I've been targeted all my life, and I'm now documenting it. I'm writing up the things that happened to me, so to keep it sharp in my mind. And when things are put down on paper, it solidifies it, makes it seem more real and tangible. Again, memories also fade too. So if you feel things have been happening to you, document it. Whether you want to type it or write it by hand, whatever, do so. Do so now. I hope this letter will encourage you after this live stream is up, is completed, that you go and you write your letter and mail it to the appropriate agency, or even let your president know. I feel that President Donald John Trump is someone who loves his country and who wants to protect this country, and that he does what he promises to do. And so that's also why I mailed the letter. Because I said, I feel that he is a man. He's not a perfect man, but I think he is a man of his word. And that I feel that he loves the veteran, and he loves the current, active service men and women in the military. So, I feel more relaxed receiving this, and to get it off my chest. Yes, hello, viewers. Yes, hello. I hope you guys really enjoyed this live stream, this beautiful, beautiful Sunday. It's really nice. It's really nice to get a letter from your president and signed, And I think I might have it framed. Yeah. And it gives me hope. And I really, really, really would love to see him and meet with him and talk to him and his wife about the things that are happening in my life as a veteran, disabled veteran, and just a regular civilian, just trying to be just to survive. My country is like disintegrating around me. It's being bought out. And you have more and more people from all over the world who don't respect our culture, our language. And it's showing contempt. And that I don't like. I welcome all immigrants, but I don't welcome contempt over its citizens. That's all I'm saying. I'm all for diversity. I'm all for all being able to find employment. But you should always hire your fellow Americans first, especially in managerial positions. Because you have people, foreigners, who really don't respect the country, the language, and they get in and they're going to try to sabotage some of them. And that's what I'm against. That's what I want to prevent. So I'll be closing this live stream. I just hope you all really, really understand where I'm coming from. I know, again, that our President Trump may not be well loved by some Americans, but I love him and I respect him and his administration. And I respect myself, and that's also why I did the letter. And I respect you, all Americans, and its guests here. Yes, may God, or I should say, may the Creator continue to bless and protect its people, all its people that reside here within our borders. And I wish us all the best in health and prosperity. Okay? So take care and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Okay? So you have a great meal with the rest of your family. And if you ever get stressed out, maybe it's time for you to write a letter also, like I did. Okay? Take care, guys. Bye-bye.